Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Yuna was taking good care of Yuryu while he was sick, which was making her get closer to Yuryu. But after this, Yuna started to act really strange, and a play was organized at school. So the girls wanted Yuryu to play the role of Shy Prince, and Yuryu agreed. So Yuna took the role of female lead. Strangely, both were acting oddly from their usual character, and it was revealed later that they had switched bodies, so both were trying to manage somehow. And Yuna remembers the night when she went to shrine to pray. Something happened there that her body was switched, so Yuryu and Yuna were spending a lot of time together to figure this out. Because gender-wise it was really hard to live out their normal life. But another problem was their play, and both were doing a good job getting into their role. And why won't they? After all, they have switched their bodies. But the big test was coming up, which means Yuryu's English test is screwed for sure. So Yuna started to study harder, and Yuryu asked her not to. But she didn't want Yuryu's result to go bad. Yuryu appreciated her efforts, but he said one test won't spoil his future results. Yet Yuna was trying hard to learn her English, and the next up was a prayer ceremony, for that they have to dance, and Yuryu had to do something about this. Although Yuna is clumsy, her dance is perfect. It shows how hard she must have worked to perfect it, so Yuryu didn't want to screw too, because Yuna was doing the same for his test results. So dance practice ran late, and Yuryu got a sore back from it. But seeing something has changed, Yuna's best friend thought Yuna and Yuryu had something between them. There Yuryu accidentally said she's just relived that shrine got an heir, which spilled the beans, so Yuryu tried to do the damage control by making up she forgot to tell her this news. And Mitsuko realized it's not Yuna in front of her, because the real Yuna would never say she's relieved on getting an heir. That just clicks in Yuryu's mind that if Yuna is really happy about him being the heir to the shrine, and just then the spirit came in and changed Yuryu and Yuna back to normal. But Yuryu had taken a glance of the spirit, because that fox mask, he had seen it before in the woods. It was all so confusing because it was happening in reality. But he saw Yuna had a key in her hand, and at the same time, Mitsuko was particularly praying hard to fend off the evil spirit from Yuna's body. So Yuna called her out and heard all about this heir thing. She caught on quickly and knew what happened, so Yuna said she was just joking about the heir. Then back at home, both meet at the doorstep and Yuryu gives out the key to her. Yuna's reaction got sore, and she makes up she just happened to find the key. Then Yuryu brought up the heir matter, because he feels like Yuna is unhappy that he's the heir. Yuna plays cool because she doesn't think that way, and she has seen Yuryu working hard for the shrine, and that's good enough for her. But it was hard to believe, and Yuryu just feels there are some missing sides of Yuna that he doesn't know about, and he wants to know that side of her. But what a shame the audience heard the pickup line and saw how Yuryu is hitting on Yuna, and Yuna asked Yuryu not to worry and left the talk. She said this, yet all the things weren't adding up. Yuryu still wants to know her true feelings and goes to sleep, but the spirit lady came in to mess again. And the next morning they again switched their bodies. So Yuna came over to get Yuryu ready, since he's inside of her body, and he told Yuna about the fox mask lady he saw twice. Yuna realized he met a god. It's a sort of local god that stays at shrine, and Yuna got jealous. But just then, God again made a switch at the godly moment and went out. Then at school they switched again, and Yuryu found a book about job-related, which was odd, because Yuna had already fixed her carrier as shrine maid. And just then Yuryu recalls Yuna is doing everything for the shrine and always suppresses her own desire. So it could be possible that she had some other dream she wanted to pursue. But their Mitsuko showed up, and once again she realized Yuna is not Yuna. Yuryu became nervous after all of the talks and ended up saying she has amnesia. And strangely enough Mitsuko bought it. But Mitsuko said she doesn't care, because they're best friends, and Yuryu saw she knows everything about Yuna. But Mitsuko doesn't think that way. She knows pretty well that there's always something Yuna can't say to her, and offers she could tell her more about Yuna. Mitsuko takes Yuna to their hideout, which holds their memories from childhood. And back then, Yuna had left a lasting impression. After all, she had jumped in on the dangos the moment she saw it. And after eating, she said she wanted to live right here, so she could eat more. Yuna was listening to everything, and Mitsuko continues to describe how they became friends. But she noticed Yuna changed after her mother died. All of the responsibility fell on the young girl, and Mitsuko knew Yuna was trying hard not to be selfish, so she brought the dangos for little Yuna. That's how they became inseparable from that point forward, and they made this old shop their hideout because Mitsuko was trying to make new types of dango here for business. Then she asked Yuna about her dream, and they kept going non-stop. Yuna even wrote all of her dreams down in a note, and Yuryu can learn about her through this. But he decided not to and tells Mitsuko honestly that he's not Yuna. Mitsuko knew this from the start, but still she brought him here, hoping to see a side Yuna hides from everyone. After that, Yuryu calls out to God, as he realized the God wanted to show that Yuna is hiding her true self from everyone, so God switched them back to normal. But our episode 19 ends right there, so stay tuned to watch another episode of this anime, and for that subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Till then, take care.